Welcome back. We've got a couple more maps due this evening. The inaugural debut of Cloud9. Are we excited?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I
Yes.
bought a P250 Splash and I bought a Crimson Web CZ.
What does that mean? Oh, you bought it just now?
Yeah.
Not in celebration of this game.
No, I bought those, but yes.
Okay,
See Henry, again, you're still learning.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to
He
think
will
what
just say
relevance
something
is.
that's got nothing to do with anything.
It's like,
How long has it been now since Flush was announced on Cloud9?
I would say like
a couple of weeks, right?
couple of weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 weeks.
It's not a very long period of time.
No, and presumably in that interim, he was kind of like working out his plans to get over there and
Yeah.
kind of work.
I mean, he
it all
played
out.
with them at Blast, right? So,
How did that go? I didn't watch any of the games.
I mean, it was.
It's still early days.
Yeah.
So
Did they win any maps or what?
I don't know, but
You
it
were there.
wasn't.
You guys must have had an inkling.
No, 3 games at the same time, Henry.
Oh,
Thank
is that
you
they're
very
still doing
much.
that? I didn't even
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Alright.
That's the thing.
We did that last time. That
That's
was a
the
nightmare
thing.
to deal with because
I
like,
think
we had the Astralis game going on when we were casting on the main stage, and our sound was going through the stadium, and then everyone's cheering for the Astralis game going on. I was like, well, you gotta
Yeah,
watch.
they fixed that this time
Okay.
around.
Yeah. But no, I mean it was similar to before he joined, basically, in the
Okay.
fashion in which the games were
Dan?
lost. So
Damn,
don't touch the axe. What are you doing? Don't touch
bad boy.
the axe.
Okay?
Do you know how hard it is to get in there in the first place?
Well,
Yeah.
only if you're
Just
weak, I
leave it.
suppose.
It's not the
Leave
first
it
time he
alone.
said that. Let me tell you. Anyway, we're gonna move on. We're gonna get into the game. What's the map? Let's have a look, shall we? What is the game going to be played? Do you know?
It's
Train.
train.
Any thoughts? Initial thoughts? Before
I
we
think
came on,
that-
Dan said he wants to take this to the next level in terms of the quality of the broadcast, the banter. He
Never
said.
touch the axe.
I wanted someone to get
That's my
fired.
only. That's my only ask.
That's
Don't
what I
touch the
want.
axe.
Why?
I don't want it
Do
moving
you,
any
do you understand
degree.
basic human psychology, James? If you say, the only thing I care about is someone not doing this thing, someone will do it.
Yeah,
You're tempting
if-
him. Even
if
Henry,
they're a
look at him.
moron-
He's
If
he
there
wa-
are more,
I'm fine with not touching the axe. I'm okay with it. It looks cool there.
that's what you say.
really, just leave the axe alone.
Anything else? Any other rules of the
That's
studio?
my. No, that's about it.
No
That's just
flip
leave it
flops
alone.
as well. That is another rule.
No exposed toes.
No exposed
or
toes.
socks.
Predictions can change within the first 5 rounds
I need
only.
to- okay, well, nice. We need like a kind of list of the rules up here, I think, behind us, just so everyone remembers.
That can work.
We've got 15 seconds of the game. Cloud9 against Luminosity as usual.
On train.
This will be
And
explosive.
It's a journey of discovery. You know, just like it is. They're basically a new team.
This is Skadoodle's best map, right? So maybe you can cause some damage. Don't touch the table. You can't find loopholes. He's trying to shake the table now so he doesn't touch the axe.
You're a child.
Look, he may be many things, but he's not a child. As we'll find the initial opening damage inflicted, Rush and Golden forcing the issue here. Golden might find himself in a spot of bother as we'll fall back.
Ooh, Skadoodle finding a couple players there, some information. But there's so much time here for Luminosity, they can play it slow and cut the noise. And Cloud9 can't really do too much, but just waits and see what's going on. But Lucas is pushing forwards. Automatic, very far away. This is kind of cool because if you do get headshot from the Glocks at that range, you're still, well, never mind, he gets caught anyway, just jumping around. Now Skadoodle's in a spot of bother. He's been spotted, and Flush will turn the corner. And they're winning their duels. It's not too bad here from Cloud9. Good recovery, but it's not getting too nice after this bomb plant, I think, for them.
The bomb has been planted. Golden, Flusher, and Rush trying to make their way in. Neckers will run distraction for the initial part of this. Hold. Running out of bullets, still alive, taking one with him. And he looks to take more. Yell will steal that one away. Now Rush starts to move in. Steel caught out of position, trying to rotate, trying to escape in red health, and Yell will get the last kill as well. Luminosity are 1 to the good. All right then. Cloud9 losing the pistol. I really feel like Cloud9 at this point, while they have 3 of the 5 players who won the major, I really feel like a lot of the identity was in Stewie, was with the partnership of Stewie and Automatic as well. So yeah, all that has gone. Very different style.
It seems like Automatic's a little bit jaded with CSGO now. And I don't know, it doesn't feel like he's really feeling it. It's he's commonly tweeting about playing other games and stuff. It says that he's just playing CS for practice, getting it done. I hope he can find his mojo again, because I haven't seen it for a while.
Well, they replaced Stika with another major winner. So there's that.
There is that.
Flusher more motivated than maybe ever on this Cloud9 team. after being stuck in what seemed to be a bad environment from, or, you know, what we could interpret from the outside perspective, and looking to use this Cloud9 lineup to once again reach greatness. And I think there's so much skill on this team. It's all about the style, the structure that Golden can provide, and how well that sort of vibes with these players. And I think with Flusher in the mix, I think it just will work out. We'll have to see though. So far, in Luminosity have the control, but all the AKs, Cloud9 are waiting. They're stacking towards the B bomb side here, so that's pretty good. A good guess. Will Luminosity commit to it? Looks like they are thinking about it. Smoke goes in. 30 seconds. They could make this a little bit troublesome. The time is diminishing quickly.
Here they go. 2 on the high ground, 2 on the low ground. At the trade at the very least, but Skadoodle's not alive anymore. Golden and Flusher remain. No grenades for them. Flusher at the back of the bomb train. Bomb's still not planted. With only 15 seconds, they're still going for Jules. Where is the bomb plant attempt? They really want to take one of these players out. And now Flusher starts to try him in. They will hold, though, just about. Lucas with both of the last kills. Dangerous, but they survive.
That's one of the scary things, is that you effectively, there's 3.5 seconds in a situation like that where effectively one guy is not able to actually shoot anyone. So when you take the extended duels, and there's 3 players left, and that one guy goes for the plant, all of a sudden there's this window of opportunity for the CTs. So time running out like that can be very tricky, but they do survive. Okay. And Cloud9 will start with all 5 players in the 8 yards. And they are hitting quite some headshots here with the USPs.
There's more to be done here. Steel and Neckers are quite low. More bells being rung, but now Flusher is on his own. And I would imagine they know where he is. Yes, they do. That should be it for the most part. Neckers did look towards Ivy for a second there. But he will win the Glock duel. Running out of bullets with the Mac-10, I assume. 3-0 to Luminosity. And there we go. Rush dropping an AWP. Will there be 2? Because I see Automatic holding one. Skadoodle with 4450 is interesting. And he'll be going for an MP9. So Skadoodle's got an MP9. I think with the spawn, no. I thought maybe he's going to Pop Dog, but this is interesting. Automatic, a keen sniper as well in certain situations. Overpass short B, of course. So maybe he feels best poised for this position. Flusher gonna take a meaty grenade to the face. And Skadoodle will just be shoulder picking towards B with the MP9.
Sorry, chaps, I'm back. I was sorting out my new digs. I'm back.
New digs.
Yeah, moving house tonight.
Henry's got all the places.
I'm ready. Here we go. And we'll be Luminosity now. A nice opener, but not for long. Automatic, not known to be the sniper, but they'll be picking off Skadoodle's dead corpse, and this is interesting. How has he got here with the Mac-10? Nekis will be punishing the fact they do not have helmets there. It's such a dangerous weapon in these sort of rounds. After Cloud9 force fight in a second, you can see them struggling, and it will be a 4 versus 1. Automatic out of his depth here, and I have to hold on to the orb. This is fantastic from Luminosity. Another good start.
I'm actually glad that Cloud9 lost this round, because I want to see a 0-5 where they have max money, just to see what exactly their current structure is, because it was unusual. Rush dropped an AWP for Automatic, and Skadoodle was on an MP9 on the B ramp. So, I mean, it's a team where changes are going to be afoot, but I'm very curious to see what their main setup is, because perhaps that was not so telling due to force buys and such, but obviously, there'll be a max loss bonus, so they will be able to buy whatever they want, and I want to see what that might be. Luminosity, another anti-eco round. This one could be more dangerous, although not a lot has been purchased by Cloud9, focusing on the utility perhaps for the round to come.
Lays there to... Oh, was that a miss? Must have been. He wanted to go a bit deeper there to deter TT's rushing. Won't man up. No, CT's rushing. It's there's so many ways for Luminosity to win this kind of a round, so not too much to worry about. Just looking to get into that B-bomb site. And one of the reasons why the B-bomb site works really well in rounds such as this is because you can get the bomb down really quickly. And once the bomb is down, wow, there's not too much the CTs can do without anything. All right, Skadoodle's allowed to get a frag there, and he's still alive. There's no backstab from ramp. Skadoodle's loving this.
Oh, he's messed up the Molotov.
Another messed up Molotov.
Oh my god.
That stops the split, which is why Yell stops in his tracks, but a double peek, he'll run straight into it. And in the meantime, Steel is trying to secure the A site. Golden rotating towards B to join Flusher where there's no more action. And now Steel has control of the IV position, means that it's going to be easier to plant the bomb, but a tentative Luminosity will emerge from the Pop Dog eventually. I'm sure that will speed things up. Flusher alone now with an AK to try and save.
A little messy this round from Luminosity, but of course they will win it. The question is really about Flusher and if he's able to save the AK or if he's going to opt to go for some damage. I think saving the AK is definitely wise. The money's already very out of control anyway for Luminosity, and saving an AK here, that's one extra gun later, perhaps, for Cloud9. Their team will be full buy next round. They're going to have so much money. Flusher. Perhaps he can make it to the next major playoffs with his Cloud9. They stay together with this lineup for that long.
Flew.
It would be great to see because I really like Rush as a player. I think he's very, very good. Automatic is a great all-rounder, can basically do it all. And when he's in form, it's also a joy to watch. Same thing with Skadoodle. I think you really see the best performances from him on a stage. And, you know, Golden, he's, I feel like there's so much more discovery to be had with him. It still feels like he's quite new. Only really been in the upper echelon of Counter-Strike for, what, a year?
Yeah, there's a lot of experience for him to get with top-flight Counter-Strike. There it is. Automatic will be the sole sniper for the time being. Skadoodle continuing to focus on the B-box as a rifler, so indeed there are changes here for Cloud9 in the short term. And Luminosity are trying to make this round pretty short, but it's not going so well so far. Play spotted around the E-box. Automatic now being very dynamic, being the battle sniper that Stewie used to be perhaps, although he will get flanked. The trade is there though from Golden. And now Steel will be the last man to fall.
That's more like it. There we go. Good crossfire. They managed to get the first round on the board. They've actually broken the money down a little bit on the Luminosity side, of course. Plenty of money to buy on the players with, like, Yell. He's got $11,000. It'll take a bit more than that, I'm afraid. And this only removes the loss bonus to Cloud9 at this point. You can see they're actually pretty invested into this one. Luminosity, they're going to play a lot of ECS today. And not a good start for them, but they've had great starts and they can lose them very quickly.
Ooh, this just in, Henry.
Go on.
FNS has been sliding into my DMs and he said that Skadoodle is now a support rifler while Tim will AWP since he is more dynamic.
I was about to say, Automatic looks amazing.
Yeah, I was about to say, Doug, he doesn't know.
But in terms of identity for Cloud9, I feel like in part that is more like the Cloud9 of old, where Automatic is picking up some of the reins of Stewie and giving him that more dynamic flavor where he can press a big red button and do something quite aggressive. Battle sniper for Automatic. I think that was very telling of his play around that bomb train as well. But they've always got the double AWP option later on. Depending on the map, obviously playing B may be less likely, since he is the one man of the 4 to the A site. So it's very interesting. And maybe a new lease of life for Skadoodle. We'll have to see how it works out.
Ouch. Heads have been lost on the Cloud9 side, evening the numbers, and there's a passage to the bomb site now available for Luminosity. As the backlines are being worked by Cloud9, trying to be tentative, and that's a great find from Skadoodle. And pretty cool to see a change of identity, perhaps, from him, being more of a support secondary AWPer. To see how well that goes to Cloud9, but this is a great recovery. Luminosity trying to find their way to that bomb train and just being picked off, not having good timings. Steel looking to have a fantastic one. He has found himself in a very good position. He can still win this round. Oh, but they do check it just in the nick of time.
That's one of those things. You just know they're going to check it eventually. How long can you have the trigger discipline for? But still plenty of money for Luminosity. As you can see, 9K on Steel. I think it might be one of those things as well where Skadoodle feels like he's just had so much pressure around him so long. Like, everyone's got the spotlight on him at all times. Say, he's going to have one of these big games with the AWP. We know what he can do. We know what he's capable of. And sometimes he won't deliver, and then he might get inside his own head. Going to a support rifler, it's not like it's a superstar role, but he's actually very, very good with rifles as well. I've always said that about him. He actually isn't just a one-trick pony. A lot of people think he is. He's actually excellent with rifles. So maybe this will help him build up his confidence and get back in the game and relinquish some of the form we know he is possible. But I think Automatic's definitely, that might excite him as well. That might ignite his enthusiasm for the game, knowing he can be the star with the big green gun.
And having sort of Rush and Flusher sort of at the forefront with the rifles as well, I think is really awesome. I think again, it's a super interesting team. Lots of skill.
Actually, it's not the worst thing I've ever heard. I think that's actually maybe quite smart they've done that. Just
yeah, I agree.
I'm
under pressure
excited.
on
I'm
those
very
guys.
interested to see how this plays out.
With a peek, the trades. 3v3 again here. And the positions are somewhat similar, although Steel's in a very deep position now towards Hell. Golden might spot it. He's got to be cautious. Doesn't have any support there. Connector has been smoked off. He's got no one to help him. We'll see Automatic pushing through the smoke with the AWP. He's been spotted now with the being tagged up by that Molotov. He's in a lot of danger. Out comes Skadoodle from the back with the AK, seeing what he can do from Old Bomb as he makes his way forwards. A 1 versus 3. 9 on Impossible on this bomb site. We'll see if he can do something. Well, it's a free one. Element of surprise now gone. Where is the next player as he tries to push forwards, tapping the bomb again, the pressure coming out, looking towards Pop Dog. It's a good guess, but it's the wrong one. And Yale will take him out. 6-2 for Luminosity as they reset Cloud9. Ouch.
Really hard situation to deal with there at the end for Skadoodle. Automatic, unfortunate that he moves into the AWP, sorry, moved into the Molotov. Already having been scoped in, it had very good odds to get a kill from a player moving from the hell position, but I mean, Luminosity put the Molotov there in the first place, so more power to them. 6-2 in favor of the Brazilian side, and we've got the FACEIT drops coming in as well. 1.2 million given away already for this season.
Where
so
my FACEIT points though?
That's pretty good.
That's
In the UK div, that's where they are.
yeah, mate.
You donated.
That's true actually.
Did you donate?
I bought
I spent
loads
money
of,
to donate though.
What do you mean?
I spent even more.
I spent 50 quid.
50 quid.
Connor had, Sliggy had more points donated than me, so I bought more points so I could have more donated.
You just want to have your name at the top
I'm that
in the
guy.
lights.
I'm that guy. I'm childish.
I know. Well, there you go. It will be opening sequence here for Luminosity. Remember, this is T-side train, guys. Like, we might think, oh, they can get back into this. This is actually a massive, significant deal that Luminosity are running away with the first half here. I'm not sure how strong the approach from Cloud9 will be on the T-side, but this is getting worrying now. Good shot from Golden, but there's going to be a lot more where that came from. If they're going to stand a chance here, and down he goes. 7-2. Money should be stabilizing at this point, but it's looking a little bit grim. Will we have the automatic AWP, and they'll juggle the weapons around, and he'll get it. And hopefully we can see some antics from Tim here. One of the criticisms that was always thrown Skadoodle's way, not one I necessarily subscribe to all the time, but definitely in the past it was applicable, was his lack of assertiveness with the AWP. He would be maybe a little bit too timid to be someone who could be very aggressive and take their own picks and have to be told what to do. I don't think Automatic will have that same mentality. He'll definitely be more than happy to get stuck in, as he does right now. Takes down Yell to open things up. There will be a trade and response, so Nekis trying to find the really important frag here towards Golden. That's excellent work. 3 versus 2 though, make it an equal kill as Flusher will be dropped. High fragging affair whenever Luminosity are on the server.
Yeah, losing quite a few players towards that team main position, and somehow there's a recovery. That was absolute madness. That was so interesting because there was like 3 different pockets around the map where action was happening, and we were like, what our perspective on Luminosity looked really good for them. It looked like a crazy positive trade, but if you look at the other 2 sort of areas where the fights are happening, they were losing out. And so pretty incredible DMing there from both teams. Good to see though, because we want us to be competitive. We want to see more from Cloud9 and keep Automatic on the AWP. You know, it's a journey of discovery for us, an exciting change and prospects moving forwards. As another quick push comes in towards the A yard. Now Automatic back in again, but he's straight out. And so there doesn't seem to be too much Cloud9 can offer up in this round. The bomb should easily be planted here. I don't know how they're going to get in.
Well, it's going to be difficult because right now Golden and Skadoodle have the M4. They have a little bit of utility. Nekis almost misses out on the frag, but he almost certainly confirms the victory now. Skadoodle, support rifler. He'll have to try his best here. Gets nothing done. That might be a harsh reset down. What do you reckon?
It's pretty rough.
Oh, it's probably the worst you could possibly get.
Pretty bad.
Close. It's close.
It's might as well. That's like force buy territory. You're like,
yep.
well, we're not going to have enough really for next round either.
Yep, definitely forced by territory. And Luminosity, you know, this is one of those maps where you can see what's happening here. We saw them trying the same approach on Mirage on their T side, just hammering the opposition. They don't make it too complicated. They just try to use that skill, try to get into position and just frag. Then that's what they've been doing, and it's hard to weather that on the CT side sometimes. Your buys are so much more expensive. Another round where It's chaotic as hell. But Luminosity will come out on top. And they're starting to run away with things here with this aggressive approach. Makes it entertaining though.
Very fast-moving game of Train. Very fast-moving. I want to see the vintage play from Henny where he just runs out of maze. He jumps out with the AWP, scopes in, just starts creeping around the A-bomb site.
That's the force buy, boys, out the way. And now we've got the full eco to deal with. Now this is always a great opportunity to have a chat. We can really explore the human mind. And I think I've got two great specimens of that in front of me right now.
Really?
Yeah, like an interesting mind. Like, feels like we're having a session right now. What do you want to talk about? Anything in your mind, James? Normally I don't even have to ask. It just comes out of your mouth.
I'm just thinking that I need to get another keyboard to put on the table.
You did stand up there to get a keyboard. What was wrong with this keyboard?
Keyboard for the
well,
table.
I just like, there needs to be a keyboard in that part of the table, but I play Counter-Strike with it as well.
Oh, that's your main.
So when I go, I forget to bring it back.
That's your main keyboard.
That's the only one I have here. And, the other 11 are at home in London.
In London?
Really?
Well,
I've got two keyboard sets of keyboard parts in the post. I will be building. I was supposed to build 2 keyboards for Hector from Optic as well last season, but I need confirmation from him if he actually wants them for this season.
Oh, it's Dan's found a keyboard. Whose is that? Is that his?
This is keyboard, yeah. Not quite a Bardolph custom, but you know, he's doing well. Got 60%. Anyway, it is buy time.
Here we go.
We have Flusher with the MP9 on this occasion. Skadoodle will have an M4A4 this time. So still not an ideal buy for Cloud9, but around the half has not been ideal for the chaps in blue. Golden. Ooh. Thought better of it. They've taken a lot of damage here. Almost a 2-man spray down. How far will he hunt it? Molotov telegraphs the position of the second player, but they will rest with that 1-man advantage, Cloud9. No need to have further risk and press on through Ivy and beyond. Meanwhile, the players moving down into B. A trade from Yell, but they don't quite know the status of the remainder of the site.
Plants. But the flank! Rush comes in from the back. Oh, he's been discovered. He's been rooted out. Yell is doing even more work here. He is just crushing this opposition. But another flank. The subterfuge. See what he can do. He's been discovered. This is very awkward here for Cloud9 with the bomb ticking, having players on both sides. And that's why. How do you push forwards, but also watch your back at the same time, and your front? It's a dilemma. And Flusher goes for the hold. This is as good as a play of any. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that's embarrassing. That's horribly embarrassing. I'm embarrassed.
It's okay, Dan. It's just a full defuse. It happens sometimes. In a smoke. Stranger things have happened. Any other thoughts, or?
I'm just saying, you know.
It happens sometimes.
I feel like there's a lot of time to stop that.
There was. I'm not saying it was great. I'm not saying it was fine.
This is just, you know.
I'm just saying, like, there's still 10-4. We've got to look at the positives.
It's over now. Everything's done now.
It's all over.
It's all over now.
Well, this is a massive round, actually, if you think about it, because Cloud9 do need the 11-4. Sorry, they're 10-5, not the 11-4. They want the exact opposite of that. As they lose the first player, Rushter goes down. Automatic with the scout for Mass for Skadoodle. And a couple of M4s here, and no kits, barely any utility. They've got 1 smoke, 1 flashbang, and Luminosity get absolutely everything here. It's been such a roller coaster of performances from Luminosity today. They've looked like they haven't shown up at all. They look like they're kind of average, and now they're looking very good. So,
well, let's see who has egg on their face at the end of this round. Oh, right, okay. No one.
I was trying to figure out where you were going with that, but I've nodded. 50 seconds, and Luminosity are looking to burst straight into the site. A slight distraction for Skadoodle to get 1, can't get a second though, and this may be over already. Golden at the back with the M4A4 on his own, 1 versus 4. It's spotted him 1. But now he's got to face the AWP of Yell, although there's only 1 player on the side for Luminosity, but they can quickly peek the high ground. So perhaps opportunity knocks. I'm sure there is a kit somewhere between Golden and the site. tentatively pressing forward. And Yale will press mouse 1, and that will be 11 rounds for Luminosity in the first half.
Good performance from them, and it was a game where they played their game. They got to play their game out, unlike against United on Mirage. It just works, you know, this aggressive style. They're getting into position through the choke point successfully, able to sort of frag out in those spots, get their main players doing the damage. And Nekis had a really good game, and he's quite a dab hand with a rifle, so it's always scary when he's popping off. And Cloud9 just unable to weather that storm, the storm of Brazilians. Let's see if they can remedy things here in this pistol. Oh, they're going straight out there here. Brave stuff. Yell and Henny sent forwards with the USPs, and they do a good job, but it is traded out.
Still getting tagged as well. The bomb not spotted by Luminosity. The bomb makes its way into the B bomb site, and Nekis is there. I like the angle he's playing. Maybe I'll have to check it in this situation. Moving around the side, hasn't been spotted, and there's a free kill, but the bomb will go down. Can't win a duel with Flusher. That would have been huge. Steals the one carrying the kit. We've got a flank coming in from Skadoodle. They should know that he is on that flank, and they're just going to hold the defuse. They are not going to expect this so fast, and that's a wrap. Just like that, 12 rounds for Luminosity.
The full brutal defuse. Oh dear, they can't catch a break. Cloud9 might be tempted to buy here. What do you reckon, boys? They could do it. It would be a bold move. Or you just let the 13th floor come in. Well, looks like with the bomb down there, we'll go the AKs in the third. Nothing really to talk about this round. A PT-50 is the objective. Get that plant down. That's pretty much what you can hope for.
Triple MP5. I need to get used to seeing the MP5 with the silencer. Just the icon. It still takes me a second.
It's like a souped-up TMP from Source.
The TMP was a...
I love the TMP. Ice World, FY Ice World with the TMPs on the corners. If you had a good spawn, you could just ruin people.
Got the block headshots there, stealing away the souped-up TMP. The MP5. My favorite version of Counter-Strike sometimes was 1.3. Buy an MP5 and bunny hop everywhere. Because you didn't get any slowdown from jumping, so you could just continually bunny hop everywhere. It's great.
I don't know if I was playing in those times.
1.3 was the last one. It went to 1.3 to 1.5, and then 1.5 they nerfed the movement. I was angry.
Which one came on the CD? What version came on the Sierra CD?
The Sierra CD. I have no idea.
What? Counter-Strike?
Yeah.
1.3, I think, was when it started doing that.
Yeah, I have the CD.
Yeah.
You managed to do some damage here. Plant is actually going to go down. This is really nice. 2 kills, the bomb plant. Really cool from Cloud9. Keep the pressure up, but they don't have many rounds to work with, which is unfortunate. So they are going to be quite desperate here. They've got to make this a success off the first buy rounds. They can get a lot of weaponry into this next one. Everyone 5k. We're going to see automatic ore ping aggressively on the T side. That's going to be interesting. Looking forward to seeing what he can do in this round. They need something big.
T side AWP. Not the easiest task.
Well, here we go. It's the maybe last attempt here from Cloud9. And it's the MP5 to strike first towards the lower ramp. You'll see him falling back. Actually, he didn't take too much damage. I thought Steel might be done for there. Bit of a bonus situation considering the MP5s here for the CTs. Orb of Henny up against automatic. And it looks like this execution will be happening momentarily. All 5 players on this side of the map. No flanks towards Ivy. No one patrolling a main entrance. And Yale might get that information very soon. He's probing further and further towards C-spawn. He might have them locked in here if he wants to go a bit further on. No backup, though, towards inside. Because he still's on his way, but he might be a little bit too late. He's coming in with just the MP5, and they're going to commit any second now.
This is great positioning for Luminosity to deal with this. So much information. Very fast rotation, at least on the flanking. But both Lucas and Steel have to have some kills here. They've got to do something. That's some brilliant flash work. Steel alone on the bomb site with an MP5. Not happening. This is a shutdown. This is the round done. It's done. It's dusted.
as you would say.
Done and dusted.
Might as well save the weapons.
The machine special.
I think I said a lot as well. I can't.
It's just a British phrase, isn't it?
I'll put my hands up as well. I'll go down with the ship.
Done and dusted.
I do and avoid it now. I know it's a bit of an overkill in CSGO. One thing we say. Done and dusted. 3 players survive. Henny with the AWP, and like I said, they've got a huge buffer around, so you don't have to force every retake here. It was a 2 MP5 players that went down, understandably so. Up against the AKs, it's always going to be a rough round with the CTs under-equipped. Might as well save the weaponry here, and the lost bonus won't be too forgiving. I would suggest that they can drop an M4 from Nekis. He's actually got full array of utility as well. He can drop an M4, and there'll be a FAMAS for steal.
Did he just spend $100 too much in getting his nades, and now can't drop an M4? Can't rebuy an M4.
Yes,
yes, he does.
I think he bought a flashbang on top.
I saw that, like the money going awkwardly down to 3,000, and he just paused.
He dropped his M4 though.
Yeah, he did.
You know what? I've screwed up. I'll take the FAMAS.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
What a guy.
That's so funny.
What a hero.
Dropped a gun first, Bayonets after. Remember, it's
3 Molotovs down on Ivy. Or is that 1, 2? One's got a weird spread. Probably 2. Hen 1 will take 1. Still playing close. So it's debate set up. Has a quick look. Doesn't see anything. More exchanges and Steel will escape. Molotov in pop dog for the time being. The bomb is down towards that Ivy position. But Nickers, he's got a nice angle towards main should somebody come there later on. Aggressive positions for Luminosity.
It's always a good map for them, isn't it, Train? They've always loved going to it. Got all the AWP power, explosiveness. It can be very scrappy. That's something that they like. They've got the 5 versus 4. They have to do anything now, really. Good positions with the AWPs. 45 seconds for Cloud9. Golden looking to sort of lurk his way out of alley, but it's watch for. It's big. Nice start by Automatic.
Looking like Cloud9 might have another access point here towards outside. The bomb makes his way towards the bomb train. Steel with the MP5, not known for its range, will at least get the kill in the back, but this could be interesting. Yell's position in heaven, I actually like this. He'll have a vision of the bomber and doesn't take a denial, but he will go for the spray, and Flusher will absolutely destroy him here. Cloud9 are up and about. They might have something to say about this. Lucas doesn't look like he has many opportunities. One of the most notoriously difficult sites to retake. He's now in a 3 versus 1. He's got no kit. Looking for any sort of financial damage he can create, but the spray is not well held. And Flusher will take him down. That's 3 kills for him in this particular round. Their money's established. Luminosity, anything but. And we've got round number 20 coming up. We could have a game on our hands here.
Onwards and upwards. Onwards and upwards. And the more Cloud9 play we see, the better. Lots to discover for us and for them, I'm sure. So early with this new team, cannot be understated.
Was that a Toy Story reference, James?
You mean to Infinity and Beyond?
Oh.
Okay, I guess it was a bit off.
Onwards and upwards. Famous Buzz Lightyear quote. What are you talking about?
He's being those dodgy Sunday market DVDs.
The dubbing was a bit off.
Onwards and upwards. Oh dear. Well, it's a full eco, so for if there was a chance for nonsense, this would be it. Glad we got it out of the way now. Rush. Lighting them up, not really much to talk about here. Just be them going through the defaults, getting the kills, getting it done. And there it is. Flusher will do just that as we take down Nekis there. Luminosity have found their first win in the league. That was against E United. They also dropped a map to them, so they're currently, what, 1 and 5, I believe. And they're looking to make that 2 and 5. They're in touching distance of doing it, but it is slowly falling apart for them. Still plenty of rounds to go, but you can see Cloud9 are a little bit more sprightly now. As they work together, they're going to get a pretty much clean sweep unless Lucas can deny something here with the silent USP. He'll make his way towards T-spawn. It looks like he might be done for though. Spotted, legs, and the pistol will come out and finish him off. That's Automatic. The new sniper, if you're just joining us, apparently, he is now main AWPer for Cloud9, and Skadoodles will be a support rifler going forward. I'm sure secondary AWPer as well, of course.
Skadonglers.
Just from what I would gather from that whole interaction is that Skadoodle is not really enjoying the pressure and the expectation of his performance with the AWP and Automatic, one of the most mechanically gifted players in North America. I'm sure he's more than capable of being a main AWPer. It seems like, if you think about it, like MSL took over that role for North at DreamHack. It seems like most players are more than capable of doing it. It's just whether they want to and have that pressure on themselves of buying the most expensive weapon and wielding it every round and having to face off against world-class AWPers, which can be quite a scary prospect.
And it does take some events as well to get it going, because we'll see there's a very common trend. You play the AWP on a new player for an event, they have an incredible event. Then at the next event, they just get shut down. Then people like figure out how they play, and that's where the real skill. Oh, hello! Oh my God! That was a beautiful angle on what was Nekiz just on an absolute struggle to survive. Got to get that in a replay. And there's 2 flashbangs on the CT side. That's a very bad prospect. But Henny has an AWP, and they got some rifles, so perhaps they can find a way.
It's a big frag from Flusher. Luminosity had a nice setup towards the B bomb site, which they've had to break to rotate players in this direction, and now the bomb has been seen towards A, but they don't have the personnel. No one's picking up the phone. 2 versus 5 for Luminosity. A string of success.
Sliggy, you are a geek.
Very nice.
It's got that ready.
It's a bat phone or whatever. What was that show with the red phone?
Bat phone. Yeah, it's Batman. 60s.
Cloud9 looking for their 4th round in a row. Not sure if Henny maybe did see. Golden. Too much Brazilian butt lift for him. We'll get shot in the arse. Leaving Lucas and Henny to try and hold on to what they can.
Shot in the arse.
And now it's just Lucas. Oh, that's nice.
He's done alright, hasn't he?
Yeah, not bad. Some bonus money, an extra $600.
Oh,
so he's got a D-Law.
I see D-Laws that much these days. Kind of got out of fashion a bit.
Probably all frozen in accounts at a trade ban.
Yes, that's is it, yeah, what happened?
Wouldn't that increase the value?
No, because you can't
Can't touch them. That was a
well, that means that there's less in circulation. So
that means I thought you meant of the one that's trade ban.
Sure, no, maybe you're right.
So surely they should be more exclusive. There is less in circulation.
Yeah, that's what we were partly guessing at.
Henny with the AWP, guys. Not Yell. It will be towards Ivy right now. 4. Oh, this could work out. If they get a quick kill and the PT-50 runs around the corner, this could be 2 quick ones with a trade in return. Let's see if it works out in that manner. As soon as Henny fires the trigger, that's when the pistol runs on the corner. They'll spot one. There's the pistol reaction. Doesn't really work out for them, though. And now they know the AWP's there. It's all thwarted down. It's all over. It'll be another round for Cloud9, but it looks things.
We've seen a 2v5 with 2 AWPs. Can we see a 1 point something v5?
Wow.
From Henny.
That's nice.
That's a nice highlight frag from Flusher. Flusher?
Fluffer.
I wanted to say Flusher. I wanted to say Flu.
Flu.
There's
I think you said Fluffer.
Aurora. I don't know if any of you know Aurora. She calls him Flu. Flu. But
do you mean Aurora?
Yes, she says it more.
Okay, I know who that is, yes.
I call her
Aurora.
Aurora. Anyway, she calls him Flu. I've played with Flusher before in pucks.
Me too.
Yell and Hen 1 trying to stop this march, this charge from Cloud9. And it's not proving very fruitful beyond the pistol, really.
Well, they have at least got an AK and an AWP now. This round was okay. They started with an AWP and then a pistol. Now they've got a rifle. So,
yeah,
you know.
They've got themselves some bounty, however.
They've got to buy next round.
They are heading towards loss number 5.
Ooh.
He was straight in the coffin. Did you ever see that Xbox video advert that was banned?
Yeah, probably.
Where this baby was basically launched from a vagina,
yeah, so starting to get
ages in the air, and then crashes into a coffin.
That's a sick advert, to be fair. It's actually really well done.
Yeah.
I also remember that went somehow past, I guess, a lot of people. I know everyone was like, yep, that seems good.
Cradle to the grave.
Put that in the internet.
But the thing is, it doesn't matter if it gets banned. If it gets banned, it probably gets you more publicity than if it didn't.
Good point.
Right?
Well,
first sensible thing you've said all day. Just a joke, James.
Controversy.
It's a joke. Not serious.
Controversy. Well then, Luminosity, now they've got the money to buy the toys, to buy their Lego, and build.
That's more like it. That's what I expect from you.
So I'll take a timeout to discuss. Yell and Hen 1, of course, they will have the sniper rifles, the sniperoos.
They're floundering a little bit though. I can even feel the tension just in this freeze time. And it's like, guys, it's falling apart. We've got the pistol. That should have been the lockout. Cloud9 looking very good now on the T side of train. It's all coming together. Automatic. Looking decent to York. 14 kills to his name. At the top there with Flu. They're going for the outside push. This is a classic Cloud9 approach here, but it's going to be Luminosity to find the first kill. 5 versus 4. Can they get anything more done? Smokes deployed. Flashes as well. Bomb makes his way towards the site. Rush will get the first kill for the North Americans, but now they're in the 4 versus...
Flu with the snoo.
3 on the 3, okay.
Basically 3 CCs now around that IV position, around the back. There are smokes which will be a problem. Steel has to retreat as the smoke dissipates. Player spotted towards main. Now where does the bomb go? The T's do not have information towards the B bomb site. Now how many players did they identify towards B? In the meantime, Luminosity have rotated Lucas towards B. Steel's on a flank. On the plus side for Cloud9, they'll probably have a numbers advantage wherever they choose to go. But look at this run from Flusher. Oh, that's a big flick from him. Now, where does the bomb go? The bomb is actually on the floor. It needs to be collected. It's by the connector position, and you can see Lucas keeping an eye on it. While Steel goes for a flank. Spotted now. Lucas taken out, and that will probably be the round because they know where Steel is. They can take the bomb wherever they want to.
They can't close the rounds out. Luminosity got the opening kill. Bit of damage traded as well. Then as soon as Rush got involved, he starts eviscerating them with his fantastic aim. Rush is a great entry fragger. Fantastic at getting stuck in there. He's having a good day. He can be very, very deadly indeed. Steel will be held off. They know exactly where he is. It's going to be double digits for Cloud9. That's normally the mental breaking point for the defending team who have the lead. You know, so, well, this is a reality now. This could actually fall apart. They've caught us. We had that massive lead, and we've let it slip by.
We have 5 rounds in a row, or 6 now.
Yep.
That is definitely pretty impressive
and
for Cloud9.
No residual cash really. If they saved his M4, they might be able to buy around it, consider a couple of us have $500. I would not recommend it though. You still have the lead. There's no point throwing it away with 1 M4, maybe 3 of them total and some pistols. Not really worth.
Round number 10. Rush with some spectacular positioning. Flusher with 2 big frags in this round. We just saw both of them there. And here we are, 3 rounds in it now, and Luminosity are back on the pistols. No cameo AWP this time, it will be the M4 on Steel, a fully equipped Steel. Now what do they choose to do, Luminosity? The numbers are towards the A bomb site, and Steel's been eliminated immediately after the big threat gone. Ding dong from Hen 1, but he won't last very long. Now it's Lucas towards B, a fast, violent round from Cloud9.
And it's quite interesting as well because I think both teams can be similar in their playstyle on these 2 sides. That's very nice. Insofar as, you know, you saw Luminosity's strength coming from just getting through the choke points, getting into position to use the firepower, leverage that as a way to win. Cloud9 are doing something kind of similar actually, and now they've taken away, you know, economic control. Able to very successfully get these entry frags, get through these choke points, you know, set up these aim battles and just win them. So they're playing similarly in that way. So we'll see if there can be some stoppage potential with those double ops on Yell and Henny. We know that they're explosive. Automatics on 16k. The money's nuts for Cloud9 now.
Yeah, they've got enough to close this out. And Flusher looks like he'll be continuing to apply pressure outside as he'll find Molotov, smokes towards connector. They've been so good at just completely destroying the outside defense. And look what he's done. He's found so much presence out there. They've got to rotate towards inside. Lucas can't find the initial kill. Automatic certainly can. Great shot by him. Can there be anything done by Lucas? Just the one. 4 versus 3. Bomb down inside. Eventually, it's coming in now. It'll be Steel to try and recover this one, but it doesn't look even possible at this stage.
He's creeping on the high ground. Didn't throw his molly. Maybe more value in not revealing his position, but he's about to be exposed. There it is, Golden to take him out, and it's safe territory again for Luminosity. Limited success in this second half for the boys in blue at present. And now there is a sniper taken away. How do Luminosity stop this? They are bleeding out. How many rounds in a row is that for Cloud9?
A lot.
8 rounds?
Yep, 8 on the nose. And they're about to lose the lead, Luminosity. And if they take an eco, desperate times call for desperate measures. They've called for the tactical airstrike towards outside. 3 HE grenades will be delivered towards the main entrance. Will it be enough to find a frag? Stay tuned. Here they come.
Here they come.
Not at all.
And there they go.
Yeah, nothing to report. And that's so gutting for them because Cloud9 have been pushing like 3 players at a main entrance at the start of every round for like the last 4. And now the one time they don't, there's all the grenades and no damage is inflicted.
Always the way.
Indeed.
Great presence of mind from Cloud9.
Look at all the optic stickers there from Rush. Thinking of better days, perhaps.
Better times.
Many moons ago.
Always heard a scope. That's his teammate, though. So I don't know what I'm talking about. But he will discover Yell in the help, and that's going to be still actually them unable to progress through the choke point towards that bomb train. So
still true though, Dan. He did hear the scope still.
I suppose so.
Still accurate.
This is really awkward now. These riflers have to get into the site. Automatic can't really deal with these multiple situations with the AWP on a map such as Train. Flusher's got to clean up. Will you see the legs? Oh! There's a creep, and now Automatic is in all kinds of trouble. Surely not like this. He has to take out these players. Even if he loses the round, he cannot allow them to survive with 3 rifles. That would really change the makeup of this situation. He cannot unscope either. There's a double scope in. Nice shot from him. But where's the second player? Surely the frag is guaranteed now by the flanking Lucas. He's going towards B. Oh, very nice. And that's revealed in some information.
Oh, he's faking
double
it.
faking.
Oh, this is sick.
He's a mastermind. Oh, he saw a leg. But where's the second player? Time is limited, 20 seconds.
Oh my god. That was so smart, faking the push into B.
That was cool.
And even when he scoped, I think the guy on the bomb train with the deagle is still shooting into the smoke. So
I think if he just hidden behind the bomb train then, like if he just waited like another 10 seconds, they would just be like, oh, God, we've got to go. Someone go pop dog, rush behind him, stop him.
Yeah,
that would have been super
so
sick.
cool.
But the fact he stood in the open, I guess he obviously doesn't have the information we do. He might have think there's a player inside already waiting for him.
And
so
that would have been top of Reddit straight away if he'd actually
if he'd
made
pulled
that
that
work.
one off. That would that's the 200 IQ play.
Yeah.
Fake the inside fake.
Not 500 IQ.
Yeah. 500, is that the new thing now? I thought it was
I don't know.
IQ.
2 is enough, man.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, after a while, it starts to go back down again, right? You got to build. Got to build that.
Yeah.
Start with 200. Sky is the limit.
The Bardolph IQ.
There aren't actually enough zeros, just at all,
Yeah.
to measure my IQ.
Just
There is this sign which is like for infinity, James. What about that? Or
See what he did
there?
there?
Or the power or something.
There aren't zeros in the infinite sign.
What about 10 to the power of 10, James?
There aren't enough zeros in the infinite sign.
What about 99 to the power of 99?
Can Luminosity
I love it when that
get the
happens.
consecutive
There's no
round?
rebuttal. It's all decided, right, we can't continue this.
And one boosted up, and he gets a lovely opening frag in this round. Molotovs in case of a fast play towards B. Molotovs towards Ivy as well. Map control for Luminosity, but how long will it last?
That's the question.
He snuck out.
Oh, match point could be happening here. The opening kill. Golden in no man's land. Second kill comes through. This could all fall apart, but he's found an opening. Golden. He'll go towards the bomb zone. He nails this kill. We're back on. 3 versus 3. Molotovs deployed, and now the sniper held at bay by the flames thrown by the terrorist forces. Good smoke. If it connects, what? How did that just get a kill?
I have no idea.
I'm
but
so
Lucas
confused. Get that on slow, my boys.
Lucas is rotating in from the B bomb site down to a 2-on-2 now as Yell was dispatched off. A Molotov for Flusher. Can it be of use here? Skadoodle just dancing around, and Flusher doesn't really have the angle necessarily to throw because he's in pop dog at the moment. But they don't know that just yet. Down goes the molly. Great shot from Skadoodle. He wants AWP back. And now Henny's in a 1 versus 1. Where is Flusher? Time is of the essence. 23 HP for Flusher. That is monstrous from him, but he's got no kit. He's got no kit. He's got to run away. He's got to run away. And that's all the money gone because almost everybody's dead. Disaster strikes for Luminosity.
That was awesome. Like, just seeing Skadoodle in like the 2v2 or whatever, it's like, you know he's gonna hit some great shots. It's like, you're not gonna get to see it too much. You got to relish it when it happens, and some great ult work from both sides in this situation.
Shoulder pads.
Blink and you'll miss it. There it is. That was a vintage Skadoodle performance.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like, some of his best clips on the outside bomb side train. He's got a clutch against him. He's got the bomb down. Hits absolutely everything. Fast shots.
He's out there.
And there we go. Lovely stuff.
And they're still in there. 13 rounds for Cloud9 now as he looks to try to equalize. Henny!
Very brave.
He's in front of the smoke, and this is what happens. Nades in there, all kinds of bullets. He can't stand behind that box forever. They know they're going to keep the pressure up. He's going to go into the smoke. That's so brave. Surely bullets will come through.
Oh! Good effort. Good effort. Didn't quite stick the landing.
And it's good that Cloud9 finished him off because you should not allow him to escape from that position. Usually you'll see Opus go into the flames, take a shot, and then just fall back. Because they know that if you go further forward, you can just die. And it's a 4 versus 4 though, over a minute to go. 2 ops out on Luminosity still.
Well then, there is still a game to play for here. Quite literally, the matched round. A lot riding on this. Cloud9 man disadvantage. Nobody in the pop, but it will be tested by the showing of some leg. Almost 3 players towards B. There is a smoke down on the highway position. The sidewalk, rather, as it's called in America. There's a big grenade from Golden. Where is it headed? Over into the B bomb site, it looks like. How about that? Now, do the CTs understand where that was deployed from? Because if they do, that might make a difference. In fact, they're focusing on the A site now. Big frag from Neckers, but he can't get a second.
They get the collateral damage, I think, onto Flusher, though. That's so much damage. I don't know if Cloud9 can recover, but Flusher somehow finds an angle onto Steel. Now, Lucas through the smoke. Here's his moment to go through that smoke with that bomb going down. Looks for the shots, can't find the head. Down to Yell now with the AWP. Pushing forwards. Waiting to see if anyone's going to peek him. A big runaround coming out from Flusher all the way through to Ali. That's smart. It is a plant 4 Ali. And Yell, he needs to just hit this shot as soon as it appears. It's just not going to happen, is it? Good nade in the bag. Trying to forces him out. Very labored stuff here. So impossible on this bomb site. The after plants are just brutal.
Oh, God.
That frag from Flusher onto the player who was already holding an angle on Ivy is the round-winning frag. Because otherwise they can't cross to the bomb site. There was such a huge peek from him as well. I don't think the guy knew what hit him until he was already dead. No time to react whatsoever. Monstrous plays. 14-14. And indeed, Luminosity, well, they feel like they've run out of options. No eco from them, no play for overtime. And they could entirely win this. We've seen matches won with worse, rounds and matches.
We'll see. These are always the most difficult rounds sometimes. You overthink it, you know they've just got pistols, you slow it right down. All of a sudden, a flashbang comes in, a CZ runs out the corner, just like this, perhaps. That's an HE. But it can fall apart very quickly.
Playing to win versus playing not to lose. It's a fine balance between the two. Slowly moving away from Ivy is Rush. 2-man investment very deep from Luminosity. Now, I was going to say if there was a B play, do they just abandon ship and save because they're so far out of position? But it seems the focus will be on A for Cloud9, and they're here in the numbers.
Yeah, trying to offer a little bit of a fake towards that B-bomb site. It does work out slightly as the delayed rotation for Connector is there, and there's lots of space gained here by Cloud9. The rifle's doing massive work against the pistols. CZ's not good enough in this situation. Henny, though, pulls out the scout, but he is alone. No friends to help him out in this situation. The bomb's down. Doesn't really seem like there's too much he can do from here. Ooh, trying to go for the fadeaway shot there, but my God, this comeback from Cloud9, it's been astronomical.
It's been amazing. They're going to get match point first. Who would have thought after the first half, the decimation we saw is 11-4 to the T side of Luminosity to bring us into the second half. They even win the pistol. They even had it all tied up. They had a 13-4 lead down. And now we find ourselves at 15-14, the other way around. Nothing makes any sense. Cats are living with dogs. It's all falling apart. It's all broken down. And Luminosity will find themselves with MP9, CZs, Deagles, and maybe a sour taste in their mouth.
Very sour. Like ramen prepared by Dad. Double MP9.
It wasn't the taste that was bad, it was the after effects. When the poison hit my veins, that's when I knew I was done for.
Oh, Flusher gets away with most of his HP. Got to be happy with that, all things considered. But Luminosity again forced into more aggressive angles. Oh, Neckers, he doesn't know if there's a bait there, and he hears the AK, so he was right not to turn around that corner. Never know what is hiding, what is waiting. Speaking of waiting, who will lose patience. Rush looks like he fancies it. Will it be a pre-fire from him? Just holding off angle. He is expectant, and he might get what he's looking for here. There's a pop flash. He's completely blind, and now he's gone.
So the advantage for Cloud9, just poking away that A bomb site from
Give us
the
overtime.
points. We're going to see the rotation back in towards that B bomb site. Lucas has to be huge for this deagle. That's the first frag and a half. Let's see what else he's got. Flash over the top here, stuck in the corner. Flash is quite good though. Created more space. Surely not. Lucas gets himself 3, and all of a sudden flushes there with 11 health. And over time looks like it's on the cards here. Everything has gone wrong for Cloud9.
So much time there. He could have set a player up, but they could have slowed it down. But
Can you not spray that as well?
you definitely can.
Yeah,
But the
you can.
flashbang he threw was super effective.
It was a good flash.
There we go.
Bloody
We're going
good flash.
overtime. Flasher will take something astronomical. If he had the HP, I'd say yeah, definitely can do it, but maybe not right now. There it is. We're going overtime, boys.
Splinters for Flusher. It's not a comfortable place to rest. 25 frags for Lucas, 24 for Golden. Everybody turning up here to train with tickets in hand. But he will make the final journey to glory, to victory, into the sun.
Time will tell.
Who's in first class? Who's getting the berries after the main course?
Well, Cloud9 are going to be tilted off the face of the planet, giving that round away. That was a lock-in. That was done. That was over.
Yeah.
That was absolutely done.
They were mentally checked out already.
Yeah. You were just like, well, it's over, boys. Let's get this bomb down. I can just see it as well. I can see it building up. I can see he's going to get everyone. Just feel it in the waters.
Seen it so many times.
Here we go.
Now, maybe a change of fortune for Luminosity. Hen 1 off to a great start with the first pick onto Rush, but Cloud9 are advancing very quickly indeed. Smoke's down now, and the bomb has an opportunity to get planted, but they don't have control of the Ivy position. Case in point. The smoke will certainly help, but now they've really got to get that bomb down.
This is very doable, this after plant. Automatic, he's always going to catch one. What else can he find? He's lost the teammates. Automatic, doing lots of damage there. Oh my goodness, Golden finding himself in the open. This is very difficult for Automatic. Massive clutch required. 1 versus 3. Bomb is getting closer and closer to detonation. That's a good start, pushing forwards. Notice he has to go aggressive. That is a fantastic effort, but it just... Will it be enough that it does not have a kit?
Where are the kits at?
He's got it.
Oh, he's got it, he's got
just about.
Damn. Wow, that's so close.
Luminosity put their best foot forward here in round number 1 of overtime, looking for 19 points. Automatic, great job with the AWP. Not quite good enough, but that shot was excellent.
That was
the trade
beautiful.
came in. It was Henny to take him down. And of course, we're using 10k money here, so it's a little bit of an issue on either side. You lose the first 2 rounds, you can find yourself pistols in the third. Keeps things exciting.
You know what else keeps things exciting?
What's that?
Instant ramen. That's a lovely shot from Hen 1. Flusher takes one in the face, 2 targets, and he picks the right one, escapes untouched. Another early frag for Luminosity, just like the last round. That has not always been the case. Cloud9, they almost recovered in the previous one, thanks to a great effort from Automatic. Can they do the same here?
Time will tell. Here we go then.
It's amazing how much evolution there's been around Pop Dog and how you play it. Such a small area, but the meta has evolved.
It is kind of nuts.
What a backstab from Steel. Cloud9 are not looking healthy here in the overtime.
Would be a brutal loss for them at this point. Okay, then Automatic. He's not quite done with this yet. Bomb collected. Skadoodle was heard earlier running towards the main position, and now he's taken out Yell. But there's a key player who has control of the bomb now, and that's Nekiz. Skadoodle alone, 1 versus 3. What can he really do about this? Trying to cover himself with the flashbang, make it over there, but it would be suicide now to run into that smoke. Sees the cover from Hen 1, but there's only so much you can do against him, even if you see him. 2 for 2 from Luminosity, first to 19 to take this match.
Oh dear, money is in a bit of a desperate point. Luminosity looking for the 3-0 here. Cloud9. Got the work cut out for them. Like I said, if you lose 2 in a row, especially those bombs aren't being planted, could find yourself with pistols in the last round. They'll do what they can here as we get into it. Final round of the first half.
Lucas, can he find it? Dropping off Incendiary out there. There's some damage with that, but he can't stay alive. Henny now with the AWP up high. Oh, he's going to get backstabbed before he can do anything. However, Flusher will die to the flames, which does make this doable here, but firepower coming in from Cloud9 here all over the place. And there's just surely nothing Steel can do. 1 versus 4. Looks like Cloud9 will steal away the very last round of the first half of Overtime 1.
Just Steel remaining to the last round. Might as well go for it. Not going to work out for him. Cloud9 get it done, of course, with just the 3 rifles this time and a couple of pistols.
Such a big round to win.
It is. That's what they needed. Just 1 will do on the T side. And this could be double overtime. 1 is where it all kicks off. Luminosity were very good in regulation. We've lost a player, of course. What's happened there?
There's a bug where when you lose a player, if you have a custom HUD,
yes,
that happens.
Oh, they just switch over to the other side?
Yeah.
This is all sorts of confusing.
That's a great bug.
Well, we've had a long... I mean, in terms of GoTV, had some very interesting bugs in the past. Was it... I think it was a game of Mirage where one of the Ts had a CT uniform on. And one of the CTs had a T uniform.
That happened quite a few times as well.
Yeah, there was a period of time where that was the thing, and that was very confusing.
That was definitely had to be the worst of the bugs.
And best at the same time.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
The
What I
flying
always
stickers
notice
was the most annoying.
is like the
one.
floating
Flying stickers
stickers.
is just annoying. Yeah.
That's really annoying.
It still happens now
Yeah?
to this day.
It happens at the major.
Yeah.
Here and there, just
Is that
occasionally.
like a Valve thing or like a custom GUI? Or
I think it's a GoTV thing, because I don't think GoTV is developed at all. And I don't know if, like, who made it, but it's buggy as hell.
Yeah.
It's a mess.
Well, set piece into the A-bomb side just to bait out grenades from Cloud9. They'll re-execute back in shortly afterwards, and the timing there for Rush not great. Luminosity with an explosive stop, once again going back to their standard aggressive plays, but Golden, that's beautiful, brawling hard around the E-box position. At least makes it doable here for Automatic.
Doable, sure, but possible. I'm not entirely convinced. He'll be completely surrounded. And there it is, match point again for Luminosity. Here we go then.
Well, that's the first match point
sorry,
for them.
yeah, well, okay, match point again, but for the first time for Luminosity, you're correct. It's Cloud9 that's had it before, as they denied it in the previous.
And 2 match points, 2 chances to close it down.
What's 2 in Portuguese?
You know what, you said you speak it because you're coach.
Dos.
Yeah, but it's not, I mean...
He didn't say the number 2,
like
did he?
Omo Plata, yeah.
It's like, don't even remember number 1. That's you, James. He'll never be number 2. And there it is, Luminosity with the first kill. This could be the beginning of the end, even more so now, 5 versus 3. Remember, it was 15-14 to Cloud9. They had a 3, I think it was a 4 versus 2, and they ran inside. It's the Spools play, got a 3K for Deagle. If they lose this now, they'll be absolutely gutted, but still recoverable. Steel gets himself up on towards the dumpster here. They're doing everything they can to guarantee victory. And that won't help. Nekis will give his legs up. See the little booties beneath the train.
Little booties.
Yep. And that'll give him away.
Trivia. Those panels on the left there, those MDF panels that you saw a jump on earlier,
Yep.
they were very similar, if not the same ones, on Old Inferno,
Yep.
behind the dark spot, and you could run and jump up them, and then jump onto the barrels on top. You never really saw it on in a pro match, but that's one way to do with that position, or it used to be. Not there anymore, though, on New Inferno.
I'm so tired. I'm finding it difficult to visualize what you mean, but it sounds cool.
MDF is a terrible wood as well. Little man-made.
Medium density fiberboard.
I think it's banned in America, you know?
Is it really?
Yeah.
It is awful to work with.
It's dangerous, yeah.
Anyway, enough about MDF. See if EL can do something. He'll get shut down. Jumping through. 17 seconds to plant the bomb. I'm sure there's no problem at all here. And he does take down Automatics. Good doodle with a very good angle. Will win the battles though, Luminosity. So they'll fight their way out of any problems. And that'll be that. They've done it. They have done it. There's big comeback from Cloud9. Some very worrying stuff. But in overtime, they calm it all down, Henry.
They certainly do. Luminosity find their second win here in ECS Season 6, and who would have thought it's against Cloud9? To be fair, you would expect them to close that one out. They were 13-4 up at one point, Luminosity. They let it go all the way to overtime, and sometimes that can mean those gutting games that give way if you're Cloud9, because think about it, you thought it was done. It was locked in. You gave it that one horror show round against the Desert Eagle, and it all falls apart. Again, entertaining game. The Luminosity ones always seem to be. That's one good thing about today, considering we got to see them so much in the North American region. But we're not done just yet. We've got lots of map with these guys. But for now, we can discuss Train. And any particular highlights for you guys?
Well, I think one question is what do we make of what we saw from Cloud9? How do we think Cloud9 looks
the CT side was obviously growing pains. They're still trying to work out how the orb fits into the equation and how it all... Here it is. This is a nightmare moment. But the T side, you can see they've still got that killer outside approach, and they can work very well in a fragging unit with the AKs. It's all still very powerful. Here are the scores on the doors. You can see Golden actually top fragging. Didn't think I'd be saying that. That's quite cool, isn't it? He gets 28 kills. Yeah,
trying to force the issue here and there, but there we go. There we go. I think they're obviously unlucky, Cloud9, but they have Inferno to come, and maybe they can turn it around there.
Absolutely. Well, that was a lot of fun. Daniel, you haven't said much about the post-game. What do you think?
I think it's great. It
was a good game?
I think it's good. Luminosity getting themselves back in, into some, some wins. They're getting some wins today, and that's really important. They were down a lot. They have another chance to extend that, and hopefully not start the season out badly, because normally they do actually start the season out poorly, and it's a catch-up, and no one likes playing catch-up.
Great stuff, Dan. Why don't you throw it to a break? You've earned it.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Henry. I feel like I'm about to get trolled or something like that. Thank you very much. We have one more map of North American Counter-Strike coming to you on your screens for ECS Season 6. Stay with us. We'll be back after the break.